Yo, what's up, you guys? It's Apex Boom. Welcome back to the very not long awaited at all how to cop videos. The first installment after a while will be on Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Cinders. These will be releasing this Saturday, March the 21st on a various amount of different sites. We have Shopify, Adidas, and Yeezy Supply, which is demand wear. And we also have foot sites and much more. So there's more than enough for everyone to go around to get them a pair. All right. So first, I'm going to briefly go over Shopify. No particular reason at all, just because I want to. As you guys know, Shopify, since this is going to be a wider release, this is not a Yeezy Supply exclusive. These are going to be dropping everywhere. So on Shopify, if you have a bot with a built-in monitor, it would be your best bet to set up keywords within that bot. So that way, whenever they drop on a low-key site, boom, you got your pair. If you're quick enough and if the size is available, you have your pair. But besides that, of course, you guys know that the major sites are going to be dropping. Undefeated can either drop at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or at a random time, just so you guys know. Just to give you guys a heads up. You also have Kith they'll be dropping. I don't know if they use keywords, but I know there was a point in time where they didn't, where you couldn't use keywords at all. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that you still can't use keywords. So I would strongly suggest, if you're going to go for Kith, to get an early link from your cook group. If you don't know what a cook group is, it's basically a sneaker group that helps you to cop items and make profit. Simple as that. And it can range from a vast variety of different items, from toys, shoes, clothing, so on and so forth, sports, betting, and all that good stuff, so on and so forth. But this video is not about that. It's about how to cop Yeezys. So you have Kith. Then you also have DSM that will be dropping at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, as you guys know, for a lot of these sites now, they have checkpoints enabled and they have anti-bottle. I'm not saying all these sites, but like a good bit of them, like Kith and DSM mainly. For those two sites, they have a checkpoint and they have anti-bottle. So it would be your best bet to have your delays. Nothing crazy or nothing unrealistic like 200,000 milliseconds. That's just ridiculous. No, you're going at granny speed, then you're not going to copy anything. So it would be your best bet to have your delays set around either 3,000 to 5,000 milliseconds. For me, if your bot has it where you can put it in a range from a certain interval, I like to put mine at around 3,000 to 5,000. Literally, that's the number I just said, from 3,000 to 5,000 milliseconds. That's what I do, but I do that in an interval within my bot. I know Eve AOX is able to do that. I'm not sure about other bots though. That's why I suggest, if you do have a bot that can do it in intervals, that can set delays in intervals, I would strongly suggest doing that without a doubt. But to get back on subject though, it will always be your best bet to make sure that everything's good to go. Keywords, early links, all that good stuff. And like I said, you can get that from your cook groups. Don't worry about the keywords though. We're gonna cover that a little bit later on in the video. But for right now, with Shopify, at the same time though, be sure to use good Gmails, because there is a chance that you can generate one clicks. And I know a lot of times with checkpoints, you have to solve those anyways, but you just never know. For me, it's random. There's been times where I've gotten nothing but straight up one clicks, and then other times where I didn't get not a single one click at all. So just make sure you're using good Gmails when you run these tasks for Shopify. Now, I want to stress this one more time though. Since this is a wider release, a lot of sites will be getting these shoes. You'll have sites like St. Alfred, Vice Gallery, The Dark Initiative. Not saying that they'll drop, but just saying that it'll be more low-key sites that'll be dropping. So if you have a bot that has a built-in monitor, it would be your best bet to use it. Now, I'm not saying that they're gonna have all the same sizes that Yeezy Supply carries, like 5, 5.5, 6.5, and things of that nature. But it's still your best bet to run regardless of the fact. Keywords. The first batch: Yeezy Boost 350 Cinders. Negative keywords: minus GS, minus PS, minus TD, minus F and F. Now you can go ahead and add to that if you want to. And if you want to add minus toddler, minus preschool, minus grade school, the actual word for them, but that should serve its purpose. And keep in mind, these are pretty much just for Shopify. Second batch: Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 Cinders, followed by the same negative keywords. I would suggest using those two batches if you want to. Go ahead, by all means, make any changes to them Like, if you see something different or you want to be a little bit more safe, by all means, go ahead. But I suggest those 2 batches of keywords to be used. Alright, so for foot sites, as you guys know, it usually drops. Typically, they drop at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm pretty sure they're going to keep the same energy as they have with previous Yeezy drops, and they're going to drop at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as they always do. There could be a change, and they could drop at 10 a.m. because you just never know. Things are always unpredictable. You know, I guess they're trying to keep everyone on their toes, but for right now, we can always assume that they're going to be dropping at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Foot size is nothing but a big waiting game. That's literally pretty much all it is. I will say this though, the two huge requirements to foot size are good proxies and cookies. Now, you can either have 1 or 2 bots. One, you can have a bot that sort of already generates the cookies for you or has a different way of trying to check out on foot sites. Or you can have bots that have a cookie generator or a cookie gatherer or sensor, whatever they call it, a sensor gatherer or something like that. I don't know. But you know, the gist of it is that it gathers cookies. If you have a bot like that, it's always in your best bet to go ahead and start trying to harvest cookies at the very most 2 days before a particular drop. 2 days. Don't do it 3 days, 4 days, a week in advance. 2 days before a foot size drop at that. Now, I know it can be a little annoying trying to generate cookies, but trust me, the more cookies you have, the better. Because I know for me personally, I think I've heard that about 10 cookies per task is good. I think. Don't quote me on that. I said I think about 10 cookies per task is good. But for me, I'll personally be using EVIOX for foot sites. And I know for EVIOX, you don't really have to generate cookies or anything like that. At least not for right now on US based foot sites. All I would say though, for anybody you're using, start your task 10 minutes beforehand. I don't know exactly what goes on with the bot or why you have to start your task so early with foot sites, but I do it anyways because it's what you're supposed to do. I don't know, some type of queue. Don't get me wrong though, I do know that there is a queue system involved with foot sites because I've been through it before when trying to go manual. But it may just be trying to beat the queue or just trying to get your task warmed up or something like that. But please be sure to start 10 minutes or 10 to 5 minutes ahead of time. I'll say that. And do not forget to use DCAIO proxies or residential proxies. Make sure you're using good proxies for foot sites. That is a must. Alright, lastly but certainly not least, we have Demandware, aka Adidas and Yeezy Supply. Starting with Yeezy Supply, as you guys know, there's a big splash page. You have to get into the waiting room ahead of time before the actual shoes come out. Now, as you guys should know, I'm going to go over the manual method first, which is basically the multiple people method, where it's just you go over to your Google profile and you make a new profile, you make another new profile, 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 and these will all serve as different browsers. These are all completely different browsers. Even though they're all still on the same IP, it will count for a different session each time, which gives you multiple chances of trying to get a pair. I'm not sure if you're actually able to get more pair doing this way. I'm not completely sure on that, but you're definitely bound to get one pair depending on how many browsers you end up opening up. As you guys have seen in my videos time after time again, I've always displayed the multiple people method, and I've been lucky and I've gotten through Splash about 85% of the time. there's been 1 or 2 times where I haven't because I was just simply too late. But for the manual way and just in general, you have to always be ready. As you guys know, it basically releases at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For Yeezy Supply, it's always at just about 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But the catch is you have to be in queue before then. You have to be in queue. Sometimes it drops at 9:46 a.m., 9:45, 9:50. Just always try to be at your computer around 9:40-ish, anywhere between 9:40 and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That way your plan gets saved. Same with Yeezy. I mean, Adidas, I don't really too much care for Adidas, if I'm being honest. I've always had problems with Adidas. It's hard for me to cough on there. So for Adidas, honestly, all I can say is you can do the same exact thing. You literally do the same exact thing that you would do if you're going for Yeezy Supply. Just pray. That's all I can say for Adidas. It's virtually just you're doing the same thing. Now, if you're using a bot, it's going to be meant for user supply. You're going to want the style code, which is going to be put right here inside the video. Now, I know with your bot, they always say it's always best to start your task when the sale goes live. Don't start your task anytime before then, because I don't know if you're gonna get your tasks or proxies banned or whatever. But they say it's a very, 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 very big no-no to start your task beforehand, before the actual sale goes live. So wait until the sale goes live and then rev those puppies up and start them then. But yeah, you guys, is honestly the most I can say about user supply. Make sure you're using extremely, very, very good proxies, because you guys know that sometimes user supply will really screw with proxies sometimes, but other times they won't. So just make sure you're using good proxies as well, whether that be residentials or whether it be AIO data centers or resi centers. Make sure you're using great proxies. I don't really have any providers in particular to recommend, honestly, not at this moment anyways. But whatever proxies you guys like or been using, continue to use use them till the wheels fall off of them. I don't know, just continue doing you. But yeah, you guys, that is Yeezy Supply and Adidas in a nutshell.